It's the Cornerman Radio. It's Barzini and Boxingeye. Well, this is going to be the co-feature of Adrien Broner and Mikey Garcia, hopefully July 29th or early August. Collazo versus Devon Alexander. I like this matchup. I'm glad Collazo doesn't have one of these top welterweights because I was going to be mad. I would have boycotted this shit, man. Even though Collazo gave us great wars, but he needs to prove, he needs to beat every guy in this window until we can put him in the top welterweight, top 10 equation, man. He needs to fight all these guys, these top 20, top 15 guys, and beat them all. But Devon Alexander, we haven't seen him in almost, 2 years? And I'm happy Devon is back. People are sleeping on Devon. Devon is a hard worker. He works really hard, and he is a skilled fighter, very talented. It's just people don't know where his head is at today. But I love this match. I saw Collazo in the IBF. They don't have a ranked number 1 or 2 person in the IBF, but they got Collazo named as ranked number 4. So if you think about it, he's really number 2 in the IBF. So the winner of this fight will be fighting Errol Spence later on in this fight, in the fall. Because Devon Alexander, he was the IBF champion. He was supposed to fight Kell Brook 3 different occasions and never came to fruition. But now Devon is back in the IBF sweepstakes, and he might get another title shot, man. I always wanted to see Errol Spence fight Devon Alexander. Before he fought Kell Brook, I always thought Spence should fight Devon, Lamont, Porter, and Andre Berto first before we get him in the top welterweight conversation or in the fights, matchups. But Devon and Collazo, I like this shit, man. I really like this. What's your take on it, Boxingeye?
I don't know. It's kind of a weird fight because you look at, like, Collazo's coming off that knockout of Sammy Vasquez as a prospect. You figure, like, Collazo would have got a shot at Shawn Porter. Maybe they would have made Devon Alexander Andre Berto. Maybe that would have made more sense to me because we knew that Berto was no match for Porter. We don't know. Devon Alexander, though, it is an interesting matchup because his speed could cause. We've seen Collazo have issues. He's always a tough guy, rugged in close fights. You can never count a Luis Collazo out. He's a veteran. Definitely, if you want to claim that he's a gatekeeper, but he's entitled. He beats Alexander, and who knows, he might get a shot, like we're saying, at Errol Spence. So, but stylistically, damn, this could really, this could put Devon Alexander back on the map. So it's intriguing. Like, if we get a good, the last time we seen Devon Alexander was Aaron Martinez, I was like, yo, who is this guy? This ain't the Devon Alexander, but it's not 2010 anymore. It's not 2011, 2012. Does that Devon Alexander exist in 2017? I don't know, man. So, Luis Collazo, sometimes he always brings it, but he might have trouble against speed in this fight. So it's a tough one to call. Another guy that PBC is bringing back off 2 years too, like you mentioned, Omar and now Collazo. But the intrigue is there. So let's be honest, as boxing fans. The intrigue is there in this fight. I'm still going to edge it towards Collazo. I think Collazo, obviously being more active, he's confident. I feel like he can grind Alexander out somehow, be able to take. I don't think Alexander has enough pop Collazo off him. Collazo will cut the ring off and will get into a range and distance where he wants the fight to be. And I think that he'll get Devon Alexander by UD or out of there late. I think his ability to keep that pressure on Alexander is going to be a big factor in that fight. So I'm going to go Collazo.